you're watching Sergio's Secrets. Before I get started, everything that I'm going to be talking about today will be linked down below. All my forms of social media will be linked down below. Subscribe to the channel, and if you want to see more content like this, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. If you like fashion, beauty, finance, and just all that stuff in between, definitely subscribe to the channel because I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So the other day I got a DM asking me what are things that I would recommend to start a luxury collection. So I started getting into luxury collection when I was 16 and now I'm currently 19. So within the 3 years, trust me, I have bought a lot, I have seen a lot, and I've learned a lot. I definitely have my choices what I would definitely recommend. And these are my opinions only to be clothing. I feel like with ready-to-wear clothing, it's okay to have one piece here and there, but for the most part, we live in a day and age where we see clothes all the time, and honestly, in my opinion, even though I have a lot of contemporary clothing, like this is a contemporary top or a lot of designer clothing, when you're first beginning, I would just say go to stores that have nice clean cut items and then just kind of style those clean cut items, classic items that don't have anything crazy going on, and style them with your designer items. So ready to wear, I wouldn't really recommend to first start out of the get-go. Another thing that I would not start with is like fragrances or beauty. I've seen other videos where they say fragrance and beauty. Honestly, no one's really gonna see a fragrance. No one's really gonna see the makeup. Like, yes, they'll see it on your face, but they won't see like the branding on it. And you can always get samples of those. Let's say if your favorite perfume in the world is Victor & Rolf Flower Bomb, but you don't want to spend that money, you want to use that money towards, let's say, a pair of shoes. Then just ask the person at Sephora that you want 3 samples of that, or go to your local department store and say, can I have a sample of that? I think with that you can kind of get away with it and actually try it out before you commit to a full box. Say like fragrances and beauty, you can always get samples of, you can always test them out, and you can keep continuously getting samples until you're ready to commit to the full size item. So I really wouldn't recommend fragrance and beauty as well to start a luxury collection, as far as like buying maybe La Mer skincare or buying like Tom Ford private blend fragrances. I really wouldn't recommend that, just because you can get samples of the third thing that I'm going to be saying is a belt, and this one may be a little bit controversial just because for me, in my opinion, when I see somebody have, let's say, a Ferragamo belt or Hermes belt or a Chanel belt or a Gucci belt, once I see that person wearing them, I feel like with the belt, you get tired of looking at it. Like, I know a few people, like I know this guy in particular, he has a Gucci belt and he just wears it constantly every single day in every single outfit, and in my opinion, I just feel like it's quite boring. Like, I just feel like it's meh. Like, oh my god, belts are also like a no-no, just because I feel like you can just get away with wearing just a simple belt and everything else being designer. But I feel like with a belt, it's just like you see it every day and it just gets so boring and so repetitive. So that's why I didn't include a belt. So those are the 3 things that I didn't include in this video. Is going to be ready to wear, belts, and beauty and fragrance to start off your collection. I will kind of hold up on those, and now I'm going to be showing you the 5 items that I would definitely recommend. And like I said, these are my opinions, and I feel like for me, if I were to start all over again, this is what I would definitely do. So let's go ahead and get started with today's video. First item that I would definitely recommend is going to be a pair of sunglasses. You're gonna say, why, Sergio? Why are you recommending me a pair of sunglasses? So I have like a Chanel pair right here, a pair of Karen Walkers, I have a pair of Celine, I have quite a few more. If you want to see a sunglass collection, definitely let me know down below. But eyewear is very important. Like, just in general, like, you should just invest in a nice pair of glasses. Whether, if you don't want them to be designer, I would say just even like a pair of Oakleys, a pair of Tims, a pair of Ray-Bans. I feel like, you know, like when you're protecting your eyes from the sun, and especially like right under your eyes, that's like the most thinnest skin on your body. So for me, I would want to have a pair of glasses to protect me from the sun. And especially if you're into skincare and stuff like that, you probably already know that just anywhere that you go, you should always wear sunglasses, even if it's cloudy. I'm going to make a complete video about sunglasses, but in my opinion, sunglasses are essential just for like every day. Like, if you have the luxury to buy a pair of nice frames, like I said, like a Maui Jim, Ray-Ban, Oakley, or if you want to go the designer route like I did, I would say definitely go for it, just because at the end of the day, they protect your eyes. They protect your eyes from the sun, and that's very, very important, especially if you want to look good, if you don't want to have anything under your eyes. Like, your eyes are so sensitive, and you only get one pair of eyes. You only get, you know, once this kind of starts crinkling up, you're done. You cannot reverse that. So definitely a pair of eyewear is something that I would recommend a billion, like 100%. And if you don't want to go the designer route, definitely go for a Ray-Ban, definitely go for an Oakley, go for a Maui. But in my choice, I have these pair of Chanel glasses right here that I really like. I've had these for about a year now, and I just fall in love with them. I feel like they go with every outfit. I feel like they add a bit of sophistication to them. They have the double CCs right there, and it's just a nice and near lens. Those, I have these little Karen Walkers right here, which are a little bit quirky, a little bit different. I just feel like these go with a lot of my outfits as well. Here are a pair of Celines that I actually had at 16, so these are actually 3 years old, and they still kind of hold. I mean, they do have little scratches and a little bit wear and tear, but for the most part, they held up really, really well. And you know, at the end of the day, they protect my eyes. So I would definitely recommend a pair of eyewear. Definitely, especially if you live like somewhere where you get the sun very, very frequently, or if you commute a lot to work, or you drive to work where that sun is hitting, where eyewear is super duper important. So that is going to be my first choice, is to invest in a pair of nice eyewear. The second and the third option that I'm going to be showing you is going to be handbags. So let's say you wanted this Givenchy Tigona handbag right here. Let's say this bag with tax and everything here in the United States, it was $3,000. You worked so hard to buy this bag. You spent $3,000. That is somebody's car right there. That is somebody's mortgage for 2 months. That is somebody's 3 to 4 months worth of rent. $3,000 on a bag. Every day. You're gonna wear it down really, really fast. And you can say, well, Sergio, why? Maybe I'm gonna go for a canvas bag. You'd be surprised. A lot of the Louis Vuitton bags, a lot of the Goyard bags, a lot of the bags that are canvas get worn down really, really fast. I know that they're durable, and I know that they're made to last. Really hard to work this bag, right? And you're gonna wear the bag really, really fast. I would recommend to have 2 bags to have that healthy balance. Let's say that this is your work bag. Then maybe I would recommend going for a crossbody bag. Like, maybe your third choice for it to start your collection is going to be this wallet on chain. This has you can take the chain out and make it to a clutch. You can use that as a special occasion. You can take the strap out or tuck it in, and you can use it as a wallet on chain, because technically it is a wallet on chain and it has card compartments inside of it. You can also use it as a crossbody depending on your height and like your proportion on your body. And you can use it as a classic shoulder bag. So you have 4 options to wear this bag. You can wear this on the crook of your arm. You can use the strap on it. You have very, very different uses for this bag. But I just feel like having 2 bags to kind of balance out you wearing them, and so the wear and tear on them doesn't get too bad, or just like, I just feel like having 2 bags should be essential before you go for maybe footwear, or maybe a card holder, or ready to wear, or beauty and fragrance, like I said earlier. And this is the order that I would go in if I were to start all the way back again. And this is actually the order that I started in. I started with eyewear, and then I started with my main bags, and then I started with everything else. But I would just recommend 2 classic bags that will not go out of style, that are clean cut. It can be a little bit different, like this is a brown color. It's not part of their classic collection, but the silhouette is classic, the hardware is classic. This will be still relevant 10 years from now. And same for this one. It has these little rivets right here, but it's still classic Givenchy and Tigona, silver hardware, smooth leather. This silhouette is not going anywhere. It's just a little bit different on the sides, but just make sure that your items are a nice clean cut, that are going to be in the collection for a while, and that you're going to get your money's worth. So I would definitely recommend to start your collection with 2 bags, and recommend your collection with 2 bags that are a little bit different. I wouldn't say if you love totes, I wouldn't say go and grab 2 totes. Maybe I would grab a tote and maybe a satchel, or maybe a satchel and a crossbody. A crossbody and a tote. You know, just go for some contrast, really nice, but I wouldn't say go for crossbody. I wouldn't go and get 2 crossbodies. I would just kind of find that nice contrast with the 2 bags, so they kind of balance out the uses that you're going to get out of them. So yes, my second and third option are going to go ahead and just get 2 bags. Now I'm going to be moving on to the 4th piece, and the 4th piece is going to be a SLG. So once you start having your 2 bags, you have your sunglasses, you have maybe 3 items, 3 stable items to start a collection. You should invest in a designer wallet. once you have your 2 classic staple handbags. My choices is either going to be a long wallet, which this one right here is a Balenciaga wallet, or maybe do like a card holder. For me, I don't really use long wallets. I use card holders the most. So I have this Chanel one in the lambskin, and I have this YSL chevron recommended by like a keychain and stuff like that. Keychains are gonna get worn down really, really easily. Trust me, been there, done that. I would just say go for a nice SOG, nice and clean cut, and maybe with a material that's a little bit durable. So this is like one of the mistakes I did. I probably should have not went for this light Balenciaga colored wallet. I should have honestly went for something that's a little bit darker, because it does have a little bit of wear on it. A very, very nice durable leather or a nice durable material, not something that's a light color because it will get dirty really, really fast, or something that the material is really, really delicate. I would just get something that's nice and durable. So I would definitely recommend as the 4th item to start implementing a card holder or some sort of place to store your currency. If you're not using your bags, like having this in your pocket, like I just feel like that's a little bit of luxe, like that CC, that brand recognition. I just think it's very nice and it's very cute. You know, you can be wearing a simple outfit, and let's say you go to Taco Bell girl, or you go to McDonald's girl, you buy your dollar menu food girl, you take out your card, the YSL branding on it. I just feel like that is such a look, and I just feel like I feel like this is beyond using a handbag and beyond using other items. I think a nice SLG would definitely complement your collection. The last item that I'm going to be talking about today is going to be a pair of footwear. So when I mean footwear, I don't mean like, let's say you're a mom, right? And let's say you want a pair of Christian Louboutin high heels. Let's be honest, how many times are you going to use those Louboutin heels? If you're not going to use them very consistently, then I would not go for them. If you're looking to buy them just for one event or for one particular trip, don't buy them, especially when you're first starting out. I would say buy something that you can get a lot of wear out of. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend wearing them every single day, because you're gonna, you know, you're gonna burn them out really, really fast. Just get a nice clean cut pair, bust them out maybe once a week, twice a week, or maybe once every other week, and then just, you know, just live your best life. So for me, like, just get whatever suits your lifestyle. So if you have a business job and you're a man, get like a pair of Todd's, a pair of Ferragamo shoes. They're nice, good quality, clean cut, standard shoes. Or maybe a woman that works in the office, maybe a pair of Jimmy Choo Romy pumps that are really, really nice and really, really comfortable, or Manolo Blahnik BB that are really comfortable. Get something that is nice, clean cut, and that will last, but actually get something that suits your lifestyle. So for my lifestyle, I love sneakers and I love like little loafers. So for me, I may go for like these Gucci Brixtons, nice, clean cut, good leather, horse bit. You get that brand recognition right here. Maybe go for the Balenciaga, something that's super, super comfortable that you can get a lot of wear out of. I just came from a trip. They're a little bit dirty. I have to clean them up. But something like this where you can get a lot of wear out of, but still doesn't look like they look worn, even though they do look a little dirty. I just got back from a trip, like I said, so I'm gonna clean these right after this video. Or maybe even like a pair of Chanel sneakers, or a Chanel pair of espadrilles, Chanel ballerinas. Just get something that you know you're gonna wear. And I know, like, I do this too when I first started my collection. I would ask a lot of people for their opinion, and that's good, but I think at the end of the day, you know what you like, and if you like something, just go ahead and go for it. But I feel like just something like a pair of sneakers, like imagine having a sneakers and not wearing anything else. The shoe, the handbag, the wallet, and the sunglasses all at once, and you feel all luxe. But maybe you can just implement one of them into your everyday collection. Maybe you don't want to carry that bag that day. Maybe you just don't want to use your designer shoes. Okay, then wear your designer sunglasses. Get your 2 little luxe pieces for that day. So I feel like all of these items kind of really complement each other, and you don't get tired of seeing them every single day. I feel like with the other items, like if you have a Burberry shirt, once people see you in that Burberry shirt like 3 or 4 times, you're gonna be like, oh my god, he has that same Burberry shirt. It's going to look like he's only cheap. He only can afford to buy one Burberry shirt, or he has that one crusty Burberry shirt that he always wears all the time. I feel like with accessories, you can it's more appropriate to wear the stuff daily, like on a daily basis. And I feel like that's why I chose these pieces versus other ones. Like let's say a belt, you'll get tired of seeing a belt every single day. Always just buy something that is nice, clean cut, standard, or just anything that I'm talking about, nice, clean cut, standard, that maybe if it's a little quirky, make sure that it's classic and that you're gonna get your money's worth, and get something that's going to suit your lifestyle. Maybe like for me, let's say my first designer bag was a Louis Vuitton Speedy when I was 16. So that Louis Vuitton Speedy, it worked for my lifestyle because I used that bag in high school. I got my money's worth, and you know, it fit my life, and it was my school bag. So that was really functional for my bag versus if I bought, maybe like back then, maybe if I bought like a crossbody like this, maybe this wouldn't have suited my lifestyle because I would have to carry a backpack and then this, and that's 2 bags. That Louis Vuitton, I could fit everything in there, and that's the only bag that I carried. Then when I started with my collection, I had a pair of Arabian Aviators. I love them, I use them, I still have them. I don't know where they are, but I still use them pretty daily. So just get items that are that make sure are going to suit your lifestyle. So yes, these are going to be my 5 choices when starting a luxury collection. I'm not really stuck to a particular brand. I'm just kind of giving you a little bit of inspiration and a little bit of ideas of how I would go for it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it one more time. Go for 2 handbags that would kind of complement each other. Go for a pair of eyewear, a pair of shoes, and an SLG. Those are the 5 items that I would recommend. Watching Sergio's Secrets, definitely everything that we'll be talking about today will be linked down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this, or any video requests, comment them down below. Really appreciate you watching this till the end, y te miro hasta la próxima video. Muchísimas gracias y te miro hasta la próxima. Adiós.